Hi friends, your pal Scott Garibay, and today we are going to talk about American politics, and we're going to talk about the impact to America as a nation from the unmitigated failure of the 2025 James Gunn Superman film. All right, okay, so I waited to do this video, and there was a possibility that this video would have never have come, but we're here now. Okay, so Grace Randolph is my source for movie news. She covered the story of how much money the 2025 James Gunn Superman film, she covered it very carefully, right? So in the first week, it made $225 million globally. That was not terrible, but it was not great. And but you know, it's a robust summer. If the movie like Sinners, a movie by Ryan Coogler, had a 5% drop, right? So if it had done another really strong week, and just really, blew the roof off and had it had like a 50% drop. It had a 54% drop in its second week, right? And the reality is, after its second week, 2 weeks out, okay, it was sitting at slightly above $400 million. That is terrible. And the reason why is Grace called it. She's like, there's almost no possibility that it will make $1 billion. The new discussion is if it will be as low as $500 million or as high as 800, right? And tracking, you don't know this because you don't watch movie news every single week, right, with Grace Randolph, but I do. And movie tracking on what they make and what they don't make is pretty formulaic at this point. We know, we have the formulas to do the prediction. There is almost no path to $1 billion. And one of the reasons, like this week, Marvel's Final Four, Fantastic Four, is coming out. There's no way, like superhero fans are going to be like, oh, I'm not going to watch that. I'll go see, Superman in week 3, right? The only people left. And there's no major global openings for it, right? It's done. And so what it means is that the 2025 James Gunn Superman will fail to make $1 billion. This is catastrophic for every single American, right? And the reason why is this is our main export now. This is what we do, right? We don't create steel and ship it to the world. Our entertainment is the most powerful thing America makes, and we ship it globally. And we do compete at a level that nobody else in the world competes. You could combine every other country in the world and put their box office together. I don't even think it'd be a tenth of America's box office, right? Like, this is what we do, right? Like, and it certainly wouldn't be any higher than 25 or even 33%, and that's every nation combined, right? Like, nobody watches the world's movies, but everybody watches America. But the world watches American movies, right? And there was so much at stake. This is an unmitigated failure. Now, first of all, I saw the movie. I love the movie. It's a 5 out of 5 star movie. It's a fantastic Superman movie. Oh, you know what? I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 because, but it is an absolute garbage DC movie. It is a really bad DC Universe movie. It's just terrible. And you're like, wait a second. The Justice Gang? Where's the Justice League? Oh, we don't know. Oh, so they're completely destroyed? They're nowhere? No, there's the Hall of Justice. It doesn't even have a scratch on it. Wait. So the Hall of Justice from the decades-old animated show is in perfect order, but the Justice League doesn't exist? And you're like, why? Why is any of it? And there's no good answer. And here's the issue, okay? Why did all this fail? One reason, and one reason only. James Gunn came in, right? And he needed to clear the deck, right? The DCU was completely screwed up. Oh, what's your receipts on that, Scott? Aquaman made $1 billion, and Superman versus Batman didn't. Now, you want to tell me that good management of Batman and Superman. Nobody wants to see the two of them fight, but more people want to see Aquaman's release. Like it was cocked up from the gate, right? So the DCU was absolute garbage. The DCU, the DC Cinematic Universe, the DC Cinematic Universe, the DCCU, right, was absolute garbage. It was just completely messed up, right? So James Gunn comes in, and right then, and I said this then, and I'm going to repeat it now, and I think, and at this point, it's not debatable. It's just, you know, it's a harsh reality that I think we have to look at. So what happened, right? Well, James Gunn came in, and what he should have done is said, okay, that's it. Every DC movie you've seen before, we're going to wipe it off the board. There's none of it exists. I know you all loved Robert Pattinson's Batman. Say goodbye to it. Say goodbye to all of it. Say goodbye to Jason Momoa. Say goodbye to, you know, the 6 different Supermans we've had. Say goodbye to Henry Cavill. We're starting from scratch. Fresh start. Cohesive world. Build it from the ground up, right? You got a good director here. I can do that, right? And so what he did, and he's a phenomenal director. He did a fantastic job creating a Superman movie. But every other character in it is garbage, right? Like, where's Batman, right? Where is all of the DCU, right? Actually, let me take that back. Mr. Terrific's pretty awesome. But it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, and you can't get away with this now, right? Because we've had 15 years with, you know, we've had like a solid decade of Marvel movies cohesively coming together. We know it can be done. And there's no reason in the world not to do it with DC. And so this was a catastrophic mistake. A catastrophic mistake, right? Like, and honestly, the biggest, and this is why we're talking about American politics. The government should have gotten involved. The government should have gotten involved, right? And you're like, what? What are you talking about, Scott? This is like, there are billions of dollars on the line, and even more than this, what, you know, our superheroes are more important than, like, we get more goodwill from that than all of our international aid combined, right? Like, people love America because it's just, people love America because we make incredible entertainment, right? And we can give them joy for a specific amount of their life. And no other country in the world can do it. No, but you ever watch British television? Come on. Or you ever see what the BBC makes? Like, Tier 3 entertainment beats BBC entertainment. Tier 3 American entertainment beats, beats BBC the best BBC content. You know, like, it's incredible. So I think that's the issue is and the reality is, I don't think we're at a point yet where Batman and Superman should be seized as eminent domain, but we definitely have reached a point, like, you know, when there's strikes and, like, you know, oh, nobody can get on a train. We better call in the corporate executives and have them talk to the president. We're here. Like James Gunn and Peter Zaslav and every Warner Brother major executive should be called in by the president, sit them down and go, you cocked it up, man. Like, you screwed this up bad, and this has got to get fixed immediately, right? And what could they do to fix it? Well, here you go. Marvel DC crossover. Both of them are in the toilet. This year, both Marvel movies have failed to make even $500 million. Like, Marvel, all their numbers are in the toilet too, right? So that would do it, right? Like, you just be like, okay, Kevin Feige and James Gunn, you guys are going to sit down and you're going to wipe the slate with all of DC's stuff. Nothing that you've done is going to stick. Marvel, you guys can keep your stuff, but you're going to do a combined movie, right? Like, you're going to do Justice League versus the Avengers. Done. Go. I want it in 12 months. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.